Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Marone for Westchester Talk Radio. I'm here along with Matt Seiko. We are live at the Sonesta Hotel in White Plains, New York for the annual 914 Inc. Magazine Best of Westchester Awards. We're produced this evening by Shaw Creative and made possible by our community-minded sponsors, White Plains Hospital, Hightower Westchester, Robeson Energy, Michael Labriola Inc., and Tompkins Mahopac Bank. And my guest, our next guest, is, we were talking before about entrepreneurs. Well, we have the president and CEO. His name is Christian Espinoza, and his company is WOW Building Maintenance. That's right, WOW, like you just saw a major home run, a grand slam. WOW Building Maintenance. Again, we're with the CEO, Christian Espinoza. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Hi, good evening, Bob. How are you today?
Pretty good, but you're obviously doing pretty good. You're here because you've done well. Tell us about your company.
Sure. We're a full-service commercial cleaning company. We provide a variety of services such as carpet cleaning, window cleaning. We do a lot of office buildings. We clean banks. We specialize in bank cleaning as well as dialysis centers. We've been in business. Dialysis centers, yeah, in the healthcare facility.
That's we're going to come back to that a little bit. How long you guys been in business?
We've been in business for almost 15 years now.
Now, is this your very own company?
Correct, yeah.
I thought so. That's why we said we were talking with someone from the Business Council earlier, and they mentioned entrepreneurs and even solopreneurs, which is when it's just you. But did you start this all by yourself?
Yes, I started in my mom's basement apartment in Yonkers on Tuckahoe Road. In my basement, that's where I used to operate myself. In my mom's garage, I used to have the toilet paper and the cleaning chemicals and everything. That's
really?
Where I used to
in
operate.
The basement? This is fascinating.
Yes, I started 15 years ago, but I didn't do it all by myself. My mom helped me in getting familiar with the cleaning products and the chemicals, so she was a great support for me when I started.
This is a great question. So like a rock band, you practice in your basement, huh?
Yes, that's where I was. I was a one-man operation at that time. I was working there. It was slash my mini apartment, you know?
Do you realize, sometimes when you're engaged in the effort, you don't look at yourself from a distance. Do you realize how extraordinary that is? What a story this is?
I have some chance to reflect, but since everything just as time goes by, right now I'm 39 now, and I look back because I started when I was 22, and I look back and I reflect on it, and I am grateful and blessed for the opportunity that I had and the people that I have given me the opportunity to grow the relationship and the business.
This is going to inspire a lot of people who are listening, and so we go back to you when you were 22 years old, Christian. Did you expect your business to become this big, this formal?
No, I didn't. I was given an opportunity because I used to work in banking before after I graduated, and I was given an opportunity to clean a one bank here in 285 American Avenue. At that time, it was Commerce Bank. Now it's TD Bank. But this was their first branch that they were going to be opening in the Westchester market. And I used to work for Commerce Bank back in the days as a credit analyst, and that's how I got the opportunity to be able to clean. So they were opening a branch, and I had the opportunity to meet the facility manager for that location. And he said, "Christian, do you know anybody that might be help us to help clean?" And I always helped my mom because she also used to clean factories in the factory.
Oh, so she did this for a living.
Yes.
So I had
an opportunity.
She could pass the skills down. You're a little bit of a cheater here.
Not like I didn't know.
Way.
Yeah. So my mom used to, when I was 15, used to take me to the factory where she used to clean, and I used to work with her, and she used to pay me $30 every weekend. Once a week, we had to clean that office space. She paid me like $30, and I was like 14, 15. And I always wonder, if I clean and she pays me $30, and if I clean maybe 3 other spaces, 3 locations, that's a lot of money. That's $90 a week.
Christian, I'm going to make a leap here. And again, Christian Espinoza, the president and CEO of WOW Building Maintenance. You can find them at wowbmsolutions.com. Your mother obviously had a pretty good work ethic, huh?
Yeah, she worked very hard. The work ethic that I got was not only from my mom, also my father and my brother. Everyone pitching together.
Oh, did they do this kind of work as well?
No, but when we first cleaned the first bank in Mamaroneck Avenue, the TD Bank, that we had the opportunity to do the first post-construction cleaning, It was me, my mother, my father, my brother.
Oh, so it was a
Everybody
family
chipped in.
affair.
Yeah, everybody chipped in to give me the opportunity. Yeah.
Okay, in this day and age, I obviously need to ask this question. How did COVID change what you do? And I know you mentioned earlier that you also do clinics for dialysis.
Correct.
How did COVID change what you do, and how special is cleaning a dialysis clinic, for example?
Sure. We were actually blessed to be able to work and operate throughout the pandemic because our portfolio of accounts not only are schools and office buildings, but there were dialysis centers, there were financial institutions such as banks, so they need to operate in order for people to utilize. But for the dialysis center specifically, patients need to come in every day, whether they have the virus or they have the pandemic. They still need to go to the facility. So what they did and what we did was they actually separated the people that had COVID, because we did have COVID patients, and they separated the floor into COVID and non-COVID.
I see.
We had to do a special cleaning, a specialty cleaning for both sections because they're both COVID patients got in through the main entrance area. So we had to do special cleaning, not only for the clinic itself, but for the areas where the COVID patients were in.
Of course.
But that got operated multiple shifts, sometimes 24 hours a day, because certain locations had to be closed down because of infected patients. So it was a little crazy at the beginning, but we were able to keep it in balance and work with the clinics to be able to.
Now, did you clean the machines themselves, or was that left to the medical staff?
The medical staff cleaned the machines. We cleaned the chairs, the floors, high touch areas, main entrance doors, bathrooms, restrooms.
Did you have to increase the amount or type of disinfectant, or had you already used that?
Of course, yeah. No, we had to first find out the right disinfectant that was approved via the EPA and was a registered product that was going to be able to kill the virus, right? 99.9%. And we're able to find that product and be able to incorporate that right away, not only into our dialysis centers, but to our entire portfolio of accounts. It was something that we needed to transition right away when this happened. But we're lucky enough that we already had a certain disinfectants that we were using. It was just a matter of finding out if that right disinfectant that we were currently using at certain locations was acclaimed a registered end product that will be able to kill the virus.
Let's talk a little bit about the sizes and types of clients that you have. Do you ever do an entire building?
Of course, yeah. We work with small buildings from the 5,000 square feet up to 100,000 square feet buildings. Yeah, we do office buildings. We work and we do union and non-union work. When I say union, we work with 32 BJ here in New York City and in Connecticut to be able to properly do all those high-rise buildings as well. So we do a little bit of everything. We do banks. We started with that one bank 15 years ago, which is Commerce Bank. Now we do about 125 locations.
120. How many employees
throughout
do
the
you
entire
have?
state of Connecticut and in New York.
I'm sorry, I jumped the gun. How many employees do you have?
Sure, we have about 200 now. 200 employees out in the field.
My goodness.
Yes.
So good for you. What kinds of standards do you have? I mean, obviously, your mother taught you the business. You practiced and then ran it out of your basement.
Yeah.
What's the standard? Like in every job we have a standard. What do you look for? Let's go into that first bank, or if you had to clean this room where this event is being held, and then you inspected it later, what are you looking for?
See, for me, my mind is already trained, and I would say when my son says that, "Daddy, you live for clean," and I say, "Why do you say that, Dad?" Because for me, that's the way I am. I am very passionate about not just the business per se, but about going into a space and making sure that everything is clean. From a vacuuming carpet to detail of ledges, window glasses. For me, I'm a big believer that when you walk into a space, the first impression is your main entrance glass doors. You know, the leader outside a location, a facility, even our janitorial closet. When I walk into our space where we clean, I go directly also to our janitorial closet to check and see how our supplies are. If our supplies are neatly organized and everything is up to par, that at least for me is a 20% par passing of the inspection, because I know that if the cleaner is taking care of our supplies and everything is neatly clean, everything else is going to be fall into place. But yeah.
So if people want your services, how do they get a hold of you? And I see that you advertise on your brochure New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, so you're not confined to Westchester. How do they get a hold of you?
Well, there are many ways now with social media, obviously, but either you can follow all of us with our website, WowBMS, solutions.com, or you can call us in our office, and our local office pay, 914-949-1891.
I just thought of another question before you go. I know you do corporate offices and stuff. Do you ever do large private homes, or do you do those?
Retirement centers?
No, private homes, like
Private
a house.
homes? No, actually, when I started, my first year I started residential, but I like commercial clients better.
I see. Yeah.
Yes.
Plus, you don't have to haggle.
I had the opportunity to start with the banks, and I decided to just stick with banking and bank cleaning, and also offer other services besides office cleaning, which is carpet, window cleaning, and detailing.
God bless you. Christian Espinoza, again, I'm here to say it. I'm sure Matt's feeling the same way. This is quite an extraordinary. Your story alone is worth doing this interview for. I hope your business continues to do well. Congratulations on being here tonight. 914 Inc. magazine, the Best of Business Awards. Is your mom still with us, and does she work?
She's still.
You don't put her to work, do you?
No. She still comes in. She actually likes to stop by once in a while and make sure everything is okay. We started in Yonkers, in my mom's basement apartment. Was fortunate enough to be able to buy a building in White Plains. So now we're operating in our corporate office in White Plains. That's where we have our headquarters now.
Well, pass along to your mom and your dad. They planted a good seed.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Put it there.
Take care. Pleasure.
All right, folks. Bob Marone here for Westchester Talk Radio. We'll be back after this.